Father, why? What was I thinking, Lord? I just don't know if this is the right direction. I can't make this decision alone. Please. Please help me.
Oops. I'm sorry.
No, it's fine.
You're one of the few regular visitors to this gallery. I finally get to meet you and I drop my lunch on you.
How do you know that?
I like to know if people are appreciating my work.
This is your stuff. Wow, I love your work. It's beautiful. I'm here all the time.
I like to think it's a good place to come sort things out.
One day that my work can have this kind of effect on people.
A fellow creator?
Kind of. I do humanitarian work. I taught English to children in Africa last summer, and I'm trying to get back there.
I'd call that a creator.
I'm Julianne. Julianne Richards.
I'm Eve.
Eve.
That's it?
Well, with a name like Eve, you might not want to be eating this. One bite, it's gonna unleash all the crap on the whole world. You know, Garden of Eden story. You've heard that, right?
I think you might have more pressing questions on your mind.
What? Can you answer those?
You can find your answers here, among these women.
How?
We all have our choices.
What?
Let me know if you have any more questions about the gallery.
Ridiculous. Question. Do you hear like a bell ringing or anything?
Nope.
Afternoon, Sister Hughes.
How many times must I ask you to call me Maddie? Who's the new hire?
Maddie, this is Julianne.
How do you know my name?
She's Sam's cousin. She just came into town.
Oh, well, hello, Julianne.
So, what can we do you for?
Oh, I came to pick up my new boots and a bottle of Epicac.
The boots should be in the storeroom. Will you fetch them, Julianne?
What?
They should be in plain sight. So, I was reading in the Tribune yesterday that Angus is doing well in the race.
You should consider reading the Herald, Liza. The Tribune is notoriously biased.
Unlike some people, I don't read papers that support the Democrat point of view.
What race?
Maddie is running for Utah State Senator against her husband.
Angus is good competition.
If I were you, I'd want my husband to win. I would hate to hurt his pride.
His other wives can coddle his pride.
You make it sound like you don't feel any duty to your husband.
There's only so much duty to go around. When a husband has 4 wives, she gets 3 weeks of freedom every month.
These look too small for Angus.
They're for me.
We don't sell men's boots to women, Sister Hughes.
Hogwash. The men's boots are better quality.
If the quality of your family relations concerned you anywhere near as much as these boots, perhaps you'd spend more time in your proper place.
Excuse me, Liza. But my proper place is to magnify the talents I've been given, not all of which I can develop in my own home.
I've put them on your account.
Thank you, Liza. Tell Sam I said hello.
Hey, wait. You forgot this.
Oh, thank you so much. I need this for the patient I'm about to call on.
You're a doctor too?
It keeps me busy.
People around here don't seem to be very supportive of that.
Well, I want to do some good in this life with the talents I've been given, and God expects all of us, sons and daughters, to do that.
But I thought that men and women have different roles.
A daughter of God is a creature of intellect with a great responsibility to build the kingdom of God within her own sphere, and I am building it in mine.
Eve. What? This painting just, How?
Maddie sensational? She was the first female United States Senator.
So she did it.
She is such a spirited woman. I only hope I captured her liveliness in her portrait.
Are they all so alive?
Oh, yes. All of them.
Hi! Come in, come in! I'm sorry, you'll have to excuse my mess. My kids just went over to the Jardines to play, and that's usually when I clean, but you're here, so.
No, it's fine.
So, your mother said you're really good with typewriters.
Oh,
My sweet husband just bought this for me, and I guess neither of us realized that the reason it was on sale was because it was broken.
oh.
Do you think you can fix it?
I'm sure someone knows how to.
Yeah? What's that?
Oh, just something I use in typewriter maintenance.
I have never seen anything like it.
You know technology, it's just always changing.
Not the truth.
So, what are you gonna use this thing for anyway?
Oh, you know me. Always up at the crack of dawn trying to sneak in a little bit of writing.
Why so early?
Well, I don't know. It's a small sacrifice to be able to spend time with my family. Here you go, doll. Sorry, it's such a hot day.
Thanks.
Okay.
This is perfect.
Sorry, I wish I had something else on hand, but you can't be a gourmet cook and pull it all off, can you?
She is
Can
adorable.
you believe how big she's getting? There's nothing I love more than to just watch her grow. My little Christine.
Christine. Is that a family name?
No, actually, she came by hers a little differently than the others. When we were in the hospital, right after her birth, the nurses took her back to get her cleaned up, and when they brought the baby back to me, I had the strongest feeling that she wasn't mine. So, of course, I told the nurses, and they just dismissed my concerns. So I prayed, and after hours, I finally contacted the director of the hospital. Unfortunately, he ordered a full investigation. And then when they compared the two babies' footprints, they realized I was right.
Oh. What about her name, though?
Jim and I chose Christine to remind us of the divine aid we had the day she was born. That day was one of the two most important days in my daughter's life.
Birth and...
The day she was born, and the day she finds out why.
What are you staring at?
Don't mind Mary. She likes to speak her mind.
What are you staring at?
Mr. Richards.
Sister Richards. I don't know how I feel about this new companion of yours, Sister Danelle. She's looking at me like she's never seen a black woman.
She's from Utah.
No, I'm not.
Can we come in, Mary?
Yeah, come on in. You all sit down while I grab my book.
What is the matter, Sister Richards?
Sorry, I'm still getting used to all of this.
Thank you so much for making time for us to come today. Do you have any questions since our last visit?
Yeah, I got a few.
Well, great, let's hear it.
I'm beginning to believe in God.
And?
And my question is, where was he? Where was he when my family and I had to drink ourselves sick to distract from our hunger? And where was he when my mama was getting stepped on by white little girls half my age? Why should I believe in God when he is just like the rest of you white people?
Well, our lesson today is on the nature of God. As our Father, I think it might help.
Is that right?
Sister Richards prepared it. She's just being bashful.
Well, go ahead and spit it out, Sister Richards.
Understanding the nature of Heavenly Father is important because getting to know Him allows us to move forward in our lives.
So, what are you saying? What has that got to do with me?
I'm saying that if you want to get to know Him, there might be some things that you need to let go. You can do that through prayer.
Okay, so which God should I pray to? The God of mercy and love? Or the God who won't let black people hold the priesthood? And how am I supposed to make these covenants when I can't even enter his temple because of the color of my skin? Yeah, you haven't gotten to that yet, but I've heard plenty. And all I've come up with are contradictions.
I don't think we can answer these questions for you. But God can. Will you pray, Mary?
Lord, you just can't leave me alone, can you? God, Father, I don't understand, but I don't know where else to go. So I am here. I am asking, will you change my heart?
Where did you come from? Oh my goodness. It's you.
It's me.
I never forget a face. Did you sit for me once?
Sit for you?
It was San Francisco. Mark Hopkins in 1902. It was a poetic name. Josephine, wasn't it?
Close.
Julianne.
That's it. I am so sorry, but I seem to have forgotten your name.
That's all right. I'm Minerva.
Minerva.
I'm sorry to be so rude, but I must find something.
Are you okay?
Oh, I'm a goose of a woman. Nerves. Aha!
Well, that's an interesting headband.
I use it to keep my brains in. No, not really.
Well, it is hard to miss with that color.
Red's my most beloved color. I wear it for extra strength.
So, are you going somewhere?
I'm not sure. Herman Teichert lives at the end of this road. I left him high and dry, told him to find somebody else.
Why? Why did you do that?
My life. Painting. New York City. I came all the way back to my roost to tell him that I never forgot him. That I'll give up my career.
You can't marry a man that won't let you do what you love.
It's not that. Herman would never ask me to stop painting. It's my parents. Herman's not a part of the fold. But he's a good man. And he's more nearly meant for me than anyone else in the world. I'm so grateful an old friend was sent to me in this moment.
Minerva, you did reject him. How can you expect that it's going to work out now?
I don't rightly know. But look, there he is.
Leaving already?
Thank you so much. This is pretty unusual, but thanks. I learned a lot.
You made your decision then?
I think I have.
But there's still one more.
Nearer, my God, to thee, nearer to thee, he knoweth thee. I'm sorry, I'm afraid you've caught me in my own world.
Oh, it's a beautiful song.
The sea is such a beautiful evidence of God's hand. I've never seen anything like it. I'm Irene, by the way. Irene Corbett.
Oh, I'm Julianne.
Oh, Julianne, it's a pleasure to make your acquaintance.
You too. Wow, it is really cold out here.
Yeah, I was just about to go indoors. Should we move our conversation inside?
Who are you traveling with? A handsome girl like you must have a travel companion.
Your father?
No.
Your husband?
No.
Oh, it's your fiance, isn't it? Well, good. I'm glad he's on board.
Yeah. It's on board. What about you? Are you traveling with family?
Here. Open it.
That is my son, Mac. Oh, I do love that baby. I haven't seen him in 6 months.
Why'd you leave him?
Oh, well, it's a bit complicated.
You know what that's like.
My family lives in Utah, where we were about to lose our farm. In order to help support us, I needed to get my nursing certificate. I prayed fervently on the issue and felt like I should go to London to get my training. I don't know if you believe in God, but I was sure he wanted me there and nowhere else. No one understood because they didn't think that God would ask a mother to leave her children.
That is a little unusual.
That's what I thought. Walter, my husband, he tried everything he could to get me to stay. But my first duty lies with God. How could I ignore his voice?
You seem like a very forward-thinking woman.
Oh, well, I am a suffragette. But this wasn't about making a statement. I felt so out of place in London. The people I've served have been sick in body and in spirit. The children who came to my hospital were infested with fleas. I desperately missed my own memories.
And your husband still doesn't support your decision?
He doesn't.
That must be really hard.
I've allowed myself to feel dominated. Walter doesn't always agree with some of my views, but it's when I give in to that victim mentality that I allow my choices to be dominated. Does that make any sense?
Yeah.
But there is a light at the end of this tunnel. We make port in 2 days, and after that it's just a few short weeks before I'm back in the arms of my loved ones. And who knows, maybe I did some good out here. I hope I did. No, I'm sorry, I'm sure you weren't expecting all of this.
No, it's all right. I understand. How did you know that you had made the right choice?
You'll get your answer, Julianne. I'm sorry, I have to go. Something doesn't feel right.
What's wrong?
I don't know what it could be. The Titanic is unsinkable after all.
Irene? Wait! Irene! What happened to Irene? Was she okay? No. She was doing what she thought was right. What she thought that God wanted her to do.
We can't pretend to understand the mind
That's
of
a
God.
cop-out. What was the point of this? What was the point of this whole thing? You sent me on this ridiculous journey, all these paintings to learn some stuff. And then she dies. What was this? Some kind of twisted life metaphor? You just wander around aimlessly and then you die.
I want you to see why I came here today.
No, I'm not playing this game with you. You don't have to. All right.
You asked me before if I knew the story of this woman.
Hey, that's you.
I want to know. Do you?
Of course. Adam and Eve in the Garden of Eden, and through some combination of dumb luck, disobedience, she ate the fruit.
You think?
Yeah, she just kind of stumbled into the fall.
So God's first daughter was clumsy. Stupid?
Not stupid, naive. She just expected everything to miraculously work out.
A choice made in ignorance, then?
Yeah, I guess.
But wouldn't a happy accident like that diminish the whole plan?
Agency, you mean?
Yes.
There's no agency in unintentional choice. How did she do that? for lunch?
I already had one.
Thank you.